Welcome to Games and Names, your weekly sports update show. In this episode, we focus on the history and achievements of the Egyptian boxing team. From their humble beginnings to remarkable victories, the Egyptian boxers have made an impact on the sport. Tonight, we introduce the Egyptian boxing champions heading to the 2024 Paris Olympics. Through interviews and behind-the-scenes footage, you'll witness their inspiring stories and learn about their dedication and passion. We also explore the evolution of boxing, from ancient times to its modern form. Join us for an exciting evening celebrating the incredible journey of Egyptian boxing champions. Egyptian boxing has a captivating history that dates back to ancient times. The sport gained organized structures with the establishment of the Egyptian Boxing Federation in 1912. Since then, Egyptian boxers have achieved notable successes on the international stage, including medals in the Olympics. Abdul Munim el-Gindi, a pioneer of Egyptian boxing, won a bronze medal in the 1936 Olympics, inspiring future generations. In 2016, Hossam Bakr reached the quarterfinals in the Rio Olympics, further elevating Egypt's reputation. The Egyptian Boxing Federation has played a vital role in supporting and nurturing boxers, providing training and financial assistance. These achievements have not only promoted boxing but also showcased Egypt's talent and potential.
Egypt has a long history of Olympic participation, so the Egyptian Olympic federations are working in full swing in order to qualify their players and prepare them to be equal to this unique event that is awaited and followed by millions across the continents. As it is the most important sporting event in the world that is held every 4 years, boxing officially found its way to modern Egypt in the late days of the English occupation, where the English were very interested in boxing and its practice, as it was practiced by English soldiers in their camps, and from these camps it moved to clubs for foreign communities, including Sporting, Al Jazeera, and this is what made it possible the opportunity for Egyptian youth to watch boxing, and then try to learn and practice it in imitation of the English's activity in it. Boxing appeared inside Egypt, starting in Alexandria in 1910 in the Palestra and Olympic clubs, then moved to Cairo in 1916 in the Bakhalini Club, Mukhtar Hussein Club, and the Mixed Club, Zamalek, then in the Ansar al-Qawa al-Shab Club, then in the Arsenal and the Railway Club, and other Egyptian clubs. The first Egyptian Boxing Federation was established in 1923 and was headed by Jafar Wali Pasha. The first official boxing championship was held under the supervision of the Egyptian Federation on July 21, 1923 and boxers from various clubs participated in it. Egyptian boxing participated in the 1924 Paris Olympic Games, becoming one of the first Olympic Games, which represents Egypt in the Olympics. Egypt has a long history of Olympic participation in boxing, as it won the first Olympic medal at the Olympic Games, Rome in 1960, which went to Abdel Monem el-Gindi, who won the bronze medal. Egypt's Olympic history was affected by the withdrawals, which began in 1972 in the Munich tournament. Egypt participated with 7 boxers, all of whom withdrew from the tournament and continued in the matches, as the Egyptian delegation withdrew due to the circumstances of the Palestinian guerrilla attack on the residents of the Israeli delegation. In 1976, in the Montreal tournament, Egypt participated with 5 boxers, all of whom withdrew despite continuing in the matches, and after some of them participated in the matches and won. With the withdrawal of the Egyptian delegation due to the circumstances of Egypt's solidarity with the African countries that decided to boycott the tournament, due to the sporting encounter of some countries with racist South Africa, the scene was repeated in 1980, when Egypt withdrew from participating in the Moscow Olympics due to the withdrawal of the group of Islamic countries and their allies in solidarity with the state of Afghanistan. The Egyptian boxing champions had a date with history in 1984 in the Los Angeles tournament, when Egypt participated with 6 boxers, and the boxer Mohamed Atta Hegazi reached the quarterfinals, and obtained honorary 5th place. Egypt continued in this manner, which was repeated in 1988 in the Seoul Olympic tournament after Egypt participated with 4 boxers. Ahmed El Sayed El Nagar and Mohamed Atta Hegazi reached the quarter-finals and obtained 5th honorary place. Egyptian boxing was on a date with history after achieving 3 medals at once in 2004 in the Athens tournament. The silver medal was won by the champion, Muhammad Ali, in the super heavyweight, and 2 bronze medals were won by the champions, Ahmed Ismail, in the lightweight, and Mohamed El Sayed, in the heavyweight. Egypt participated in the last edition of the Tokyo Olympics with only 2 players, Hamam Abdel Rahman Orabi, who qualified after achieving the gold medal in the African Championship in 2019, and Ishri Rizk, who qualified by classification after the cancellation of the World Championship, where he ranked 5th in the world and 1st in Africa, but they did not achieve their hopes. The Egyptians achieved the 5th medal for Egypt in boxing. The 2024 Paris Olympics are of utmost importance to the Boxing Federation, as the Egyptian fans' hopes are pinned on them to correct the course of boxing and return with an Olympic medal after a 20-year fast from reaching the podium. The board of directors of the Boxing Federation, headed by Abdelaziz Ghanem, seeks to prepare the champions well, in order to compete in Paris, by holding external preparation camps for the players, and Egypt has a great opportunity to compete for Olympic medals in boxing, especially in light of the distinguished elements that are present during the period current within the team.
Tonight, we celebrate the incredible journey of Abdul Rahman Orabi, Egypt's boxing champion. Raised in Cairo, Orabi showed natural talent and trained under coach Ahmed Sulla. His hard work paid off when he won the gold medal in the African Boxing Championships in 2015, earning him international recognition. Orabi has competed in the World Boxing Championships and the Olympic Games, winning multiple national titles. Despite his success, he remains humble and dedicated to giving back to his community. Orabi's story is one of perseverance and serves as an inspiration to aspiring athletes worldwide.
We are only a few months away from the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, So, there is no voice within the sports community louder than the sound of preparations for the most important and expensive event in the world, which is being followed by millions around the continents in its 33rd edition. Egyptian fans have high hopes for boxing and winning an Olympic medal, especially after the distinguished level demonstrated by the national team players during the last African Championship in Senegal. The Egyptians place high hopes on Abdul Rahman Orabi, the Rock of Egyptian boxing and the 80 kg champion, to win an Olympic medal in Paris 2024 after he qualified to participate for the third time in a row in the Olympic Games after participating in Rio 2016 and Tokyo 2020. Orabi is considered one of the most prominent boxing stars in recent times, due to what he has achieved at the African and international levels, especially after he won the gold medal in the African qualifiers for the Olympic Games after defeating Tanzanian Yusuf Lakasi Chang Aluigi with a score of 5-0. Abdul Rahman Orabi, the Pharaoh's boxing rock player, will participate in the next Olympic Games, scheduled to be held in the summer of 2024 in the French capital, Paris, where the first-place finisher in the qualifiers will advance to the Olympic tournament. Orabi was born in 1987. He previously participated in the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Olympics and the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, and won several championships, including the Golden Glove Gold, the Serbian Best Player Cup and the European Championship, the Mediterranean Gold in Spain, the African Games Gold, and the Military Olympic Silver. It is the first military Olympic medal in the history of Egyptian boxing, and the African Gold Medal in Senegal, which qualifies for the Tokyo Olympics. He is also the first Egyptian player to participate in the professional league, and played on behalf of Morocco. Orabi was also able to win the Islamic Solidarity Bronze in Azerbaijan, the Qatar International Gold, the Hungary International Bronze twice, 2 silvers in the Golden Belt Championship in Romania, and 2 silvers in the Algeria International Championships. 3 Egyptian boxers have qualified for the 2024 Paris Olympics. They are Abdel Rahman Orabi and Yumna Ayad, who advanced after winning silver in the under 54 kg competition, and Omar Al-Awadi, who won gold in the under 71 kg competition. On them were the hopes of the Egyptian fans to correct the course of boxing and return with an Olympic medal after fasting 20 years of reaching the podium. The last Egyptian boxing medals were at the Olympic Games in Athens in 2004. After we had a date with history after achieving 3 medals at once. The silver medal was won by the champion, Muhammad Ali, in the super heavyweight division, along with 2 bronze medals, as well as the 2 champions, Ahmed Ismail, in the light heavyweight, and Mohammed El Sayed, in heavyweight.
Omar Al-Awadi, the Egyptian boxing champion. Today, we honor Omar Al-Awadi, an exceptional Egyptian boxer. Born and raised in Cairo, Omar's passion for boxing began at a young age. Through dedication and hard work, he became a force to be reckoned with in the ring. With unbeatable technique and resilience, he remains undefeated. Omar's success is not limited to boxing, he is known for his sportsmanship and humility. He uses his platform to give back to society, supporting various charitable initiatives. Omar Al-Awadi is an inspiration to aspiring athletes, embodying the Egyptian spirit of resilience and excellence.
Omar Al-Awadi, the national boxing team player, won the gold medal in the African qualifiers for the Olympic Games, which were hosted by the Senegalese capital, Dakar, during the period from September 9 to 15, 2023. Al-Awadi won the gold medal after defeating Congola's Mayibia Steve Kalung Kaloga, 3-1, in the under 71 kilograms competition, to ensure that the Pharaohs player participates in the next Olympic Games scheduled to be held in the summer of 2024 in the French capital, Paris, where the first-place finisher will advance to the Paris Olympics. Omar Al-Awadi advanced to the continental final after defeating Barros Miguel Fernandez da Souza, the Cape Verdean national team player. Omar Al-Awadi, a player for the national boxing team, said that he worked a lot and worked hard until he won the gold in the African Championship and qualified for the 2024 Paris Olympics. He explained, "My father is my coach, and he was behind me every moment and he kept me company until I won the medal, and I prepared well for this tournament. I did not succeed in the qualifying tournament for the Olympics. Tokyo is in Senegal, and the African qualifying tournament for the Paris Olympics was in the same place, so I was determined to win the gold medal." Omar Al-Awadi, a player for the national boxing team, said that he worked a lot and worked hard until he won the gold in the African Championship and qualified for the 2024 Paris Olympics. He explained, "My father is my coach, and he was behind me every moment and he kept me company until I won the medal, and I prepared well for this tournament. I did not succeed in the qualifying tournament for the Olympics. Tokyo is in Senegal, and the African qualifying tournament for the Paris Olympics was in the same place, so I was determined to win the gold medal." Al-Awadi added during a press interview, "I was training morning and evening, and I hope to obtain gold at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Of course, the training will be more difficult and concentration levels must be increased." He continued, "I pay attention to my diet because we measure weight every day, and whenever I win a tournament, I measure my weight at 7 o'clock and play the next match at 1 o'clock, and I play within the weight of 71 kilograms.
Yamna Ayed, the Egyptian boxing champion, has made a significant impact on the sport. Despite facing challenges, she remained focused on her goals and became one of the best female boxers in Egypt. Ayed's success in the male-dominated industry has broken barriers and inspired young girls to pursue their dreams fearlessly. Off the ring, she actively supports initiatives that promote youth development through sports, making a positive impact on society. Ayed's journey is a testament to her determination and passion for the sport, serving as an inspiration for athletes across Egypt and beyond.
Yamna Ayed, a native of Damietta Governorate, specifically the village of Kafr al-Arab, affiliated with the Fair Oscar Center, began her career in boxing since she was 11 years old. She participated in many tournaments until she became the first Egyptian girl to achieve an achievement in this game. Her path was full of difficulties and challenges. Many people directed her to negative messages at the beginning of the path. They also tried to keep her away from that game. Some of the villagers rejected the idea of girls practicing athletics, especially martial arts. In the face of all this, the girl, Yamna Ayed, continued her path until she became the champion. Yamna, bronze medalist at the Mediterranean Games. Yamna achieved second place and a silver medal in the African qualifiers for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, which were held last year from September the 9th to 15 in Dakar, Senegal. Yamna Ayed won the silver medal after losing to Moroccan Wided Bartel on points, 5-0, in the under 54 kilograms competition. The player qualified after defeating the Algerian champion 3-1 and qualified for the women's 54 kilograms African boxing qualifiers final, becoming the first Egyptian player in history to qualify for the Olympic Games. Yamna says in her media interview about her beginning in the sport of boxing, "I was very happy with the news that I was chosen to represent the Egyptian national team, and that I joined the national team's delegation at the Olympic Games. My goal was to win a medal for Egypt. I was dreaming of gold, but I was not able to win it." She was silent for a while, then spoke again, saying, "I remember when I was a beginner in this game, there was a conversation between me and my coach, Captain Wall, that made me more enthusiastic about achieving something in it. I never paid attention to those who were frustrated, and now my real journey with the game has begun." With a simple smile, the heroine, Yamna Ayed, continued the event, and said, "One day I suffered a broken jaw. At that time, everyone predicted that I had finished the game, and would not come back again. No one expected me to come back except my mother, and my coach. They were confident that I would come back again. My mother is the most influential person in my life." After a few seconds of silence, the bronze medalist in boxing returned to the conversation, and said, "Of course, I dedicate this achievement to her. My mother's support for me was a clear reason for this. Also, the coach and his instructions were my partner in this achievement." She grabbed her medal and said, "I have arrived. I will suffice with this message to those who frustrated me in the beginning. God willing, my goal is the World Championship, and I will not give up the gold in the next tournament."
Here ends this week's episode of your program Games and Names. We thank you for watching and goodbye.